今天要来玩这个 EQQO， 不对 EQQO， 因为看到蛋就讲成 EQQO， 讲错。EQQO 这个 Switch 上面买的一个小游戏。早安，我的朋友，最早安。这个招呼感觉好像在想。后来查才发现，其实手机上也有这个游戏，而且是免费。
I'm a weaver. I use my thread to tell the stories, great and small, of our people. Stories like the one about a child who saved our valley. The story of my son, Echo.
Egg 肚子没有，那是因为它出现一颗蛋在正中央。
Life gave him many things, except the sense of sight. His ears, though, reveled in the legends I loved to tell him, the same ones I turned into tapestries for our village's temples. His favorite was the one about the serpent god that came down from the sky to lay a sacred egg in the heart of an ageless tree, the mother tree. But despite the beauty of the legends, the world was forgetting the gods. Soon, word came of a man from another valley who was raising an army to claim, steal, and enslave. This was no legend, but a brutal reality that hit our village among many others. Echo was still a child. One day he went to play outside and never came back. Ever since that day, I've searched for him, called for him, cried for him, in vain. Still, there may be a way, a hope, and it started with one single thread.
看，中间有一颗蛋，它的字体怎么回事？选项有什么可以选的？啊，好多了，可是我应该是要用中文比较好。长得好像将士神通那个没有，他头上没有那个箭头，是吧？竟然有注音，对啊，竟然有注音，我就好生气了。感觉很像那种就是绘本第一章蛇神大人。
Somewhere.
什么主菜单翻转。
Somewhere, Echo was dreaming, and the stars, who are the daughters of the night, knew it. From up here we see everything, they said. Weave the bond that unites us, and we'll lead you to your son.
虚拟的线，星星在哪里？
Trying to stay my trembling hand, I drew the path that was to lead me to Echo. I hadn't seen him for weeks. It was my face. Echo was dreaming of me at this very moment.
这是他的脸。
My son.
这是眼睛，然后这是鼻子，这是嘴巴。
One star was enough, and
这
your
是
story
星
would
线
start.
云体。有点像，但是应该不是。好啦，我知道。
So this was where my son was, imprisoned, quietly
他
sleeping
被
in a
关
cage.
在笼子里。
It wasn't the starting point I was expecting, but it was time for him to wake up.
他醒来了。他这样爬得出去吧？他那么瘦，他头直接可以出来。这个世界是我创造的，所以我可以移动其中的东西。
Who could have trapped him?
这个世界是我创造的。哦，还是不要开题，应该不是不要开题。
Despite the shock, Echo was still imprisoned. A big rock was blocking his path.
是不知道大石头，黄色是指引的颜色。在哪里？他掉到哪里？哦。
As the teller of this story, I had some small power over this world. The power to help Echo when I could.
清水若按 A 来成功。
A rolling stone gathers no moss, but it easily catches bumps. This was only the beginning of Echo's troubles, and of the difficult path that was going to make him a new being.
起来。哦，这是。
That star had invited itself into my story. So much the better. It would most likely have a role to play in it.
它是一颗星星，过不去。星星，什么意思？什么意思？哦，指引，原来如此。过来，是你从这边过来，对，过来。
The star, at least, seemed to know where it was going, and Echo only had ears for it.
哪里？哦，在这里。然后呢？跌倒。
This field held more surprises than the small streets of our village. The valley had put on her finest spring garments.
好有诗
But
意啊，
Echo
这个
only seemed to care for the star.
游戏，
Where was it taking him?
他可以感受到星星吗？为什么？那他不是看不到。
Beyond this stream began the sacred lands. Only pilgrims had the right to enter. But the star didn't seem to. You shall not pass, the bridge seemed to say. Objects can be so stubborn.
他说我不可以过去。有一只鸟在上面，两只。嘿，帮个忙。我俩不帮。这要怎么办？上面为什么会有4个点点？什么意思？是游戏进行进度的意思。这要怎么办？这要怎么办？ 可以弄这个。哦，而且我不用点，只要手经过它就会叮叮当当。走开，走开，走开！不行，哎，快就卡住了。有没有什么东西可以用？青蛙。哦，这是，哎啊，破掉了！来一个，来一个，哎，啊，这是什么？哦，星星。过来，过来！哎，破掉了！哎，真的去里面看看啊。
In the fresco, a pilgrim placed their hand into the sculpture's mouth. A trial of trust.
真理之口。让他把手放进
Echo
去。
found a mechanism in the mouth of Talak, the stone head.
就是那个桥了吧？哎，好酷哦！这个也是。OK，go go go。
This is how, 1 century later, a freshly hatched pilgrim was about to tread upon the sacred ground.
跑得还蛮快的。选取等级中的星星即可进。等级中。
Feeling the beaten down grass against his legs, Echo understood that something had made us stop here before moving on. Something big.
晚安。好，晚安。这是什么
Spears?
矛。
Weapons were forbidden in the sacred lands.
咻！啊，不能杀死，不能杀死鸟。起来。上去。上去上面，转换视角一点。哦，它可以爬。
My son approached the temple with confidence. He loved the old stones that told many stories under his fingers.
我怎么说？哦，在这里。帐篷。好了。毛帐篷，爬上去。
The door opened on a sound only Echo could hear.
我觉得他声音还蛮大的。他爬得上去了，爬得上。等一下，等一下。啊，那没关系。主角看不到，对，主角看不到。哦，原来如此，那个是视角转换的。
The star was waiting for Echo to step out. But this door wouldn't open by itself.
他把它关进去了。 这一些。哇，石头。
Echo was finally free. Something important was to happen.
大声！啊，是蛇哎！哇，这个拔起来没事吗？不会爆血？
It was there, so close. The breath that resonated in the valley. What the star had wanted him to see. It was an ALYR, a snake god, a star harvester, a life carrier. The one from the legends I had told my son so many times. And this god was dying, pierced by the spear of a man. Calmed by the child's presence, the snake let itself go. This was the first time Echo witnessed a death and a birth. For the serpent had left an egg.
哎，那只跑进蛋里面，哎，什么意思？哦，捡起来了。
Serpent gods traveled the universe, harvesting with their scales the memory of the sky. From this memory, an egg was born. They then came to the sacred lands to lay the egg, called ALYR. It was a gift of life, and my son was holding it in his arms.
如果不小心把它弄破怎么办？哎，不会啊，好吧。穿过来之后，按 Y 重新定位。
The egg of a god. An egg god. What a burden for such a young child. What to do now? Which way to go? The egg seemed to have an idea, but it needed a support to
为
express
什
it.
么人类能猎得到神？对啊，我也觉得好神奇，说那也是他们的世界观吧。对，箱子，有箱子就要打破。这边有瓶子，有瓶子就要捡起来，就要打破。这棵树，哦，只是我手的关系，谁的声音？这边有没有可以转换视角？这个，啊，哎，原来如此，上来。
The ALYR was allowing my son to gather a bit more weight in this world.
哦，哦，这样，指着那边，所以要过去那里。哦。哦，有了。
One only had 4 senses. The other seemed ready to break at any moment. But their fragility was now
危
shared.
险！显示壁画几个提示。哦，原来如此。
And there it stood, just like in the scriptures, Just like in Echo's dreams, the temple of Isa, the gigantic home of the Amlak Ebab, the serpent god, who would never return there.
哦，蛋掉下来了，居然没破，好坚韧。是这个吗？哦，中。
Bells. It was a melody.
1、2、3、4，什么 melody？ 它在这里。等我现在就走过来。哎呀，应该是要踩到这边。分担彼此脆弱，就是同病相怜的概念。哇，原来如此，这有中。
The temple had reacted. It too was sensitive to music.
哦，换视角，哎呦。蛇。哦，耶，所以它放到这上面，可是这边没有开。等一下，这里，伸出你的手。好，然后捡起蛋。真理之，那叫
It
什么？
had
真理
already
之
been
口。
a long way for Echo.
哦，吃掉。
The temple obeyed the egg, which it knew well. Echo wondered if he would ever see it again. Wait, thought Echo, shaking. What's in there? A hero, said a voice. And it's you. You are who I need. Don't be afraid, thought Echo. You're a big
就
boy
是我
now.
要找的，那就够吧。隐藏在木桶中的样子，所以看到木桶就要打碎。伊莎神殿。伊莎。
The egg hadn't reappeared, but Echo still felt its presence.
绝对是在
Where
中
had
间
it
那里，
gone to?
绝对是在这里。哎，这个，对，有了。哎，蛇，好。哦。
Echo had many qualities, but not yet the power to lower these slabs by himself.
所以它还不够重，它太轻了。啊，
One of
这里有
these
石头，
columns was trying to look more solid than it actually
好
was.
难拉哦。可以了。哎，不是，这。
Mechanisms woke up after a very
没有
long
压到。
sleep.
哎，出来了，哦，出来了，怎么感觉好像耀西？感觉像《暗黑破坏神》里面的教堂。暗黑破坏神，再过来一点， 符号，然后再简单。
The egg was there, safe and sound. It could have broken so easily. The fate of Echo, the egg, and the temple was sealed.
什么东西都没有。
When placing the egg, Echo realized that a legend carried a significant weight.
的确看起来蛮重的。
Since the disappearance of the star, something else was guiding Echo, pushing him forward. Was it the egg itself? Was it conscious? It was better sometimes to be shaped like a blade of grass
长
than
得
an
像
egg.
块玻璃片。啊，是那个。哎。不是，我要你碎掉。哎呦，哎有了。树，人名。哦，是指蛇死掉，只剩树的感觉。然后呢？啊，又要放那个手
What
进
a
去。
weird pilgrim, thought Talek the Stonehead. Where are his eyes?
哦。简单哦。
You're pretty heavy, thought Echo. And the egg answered,
但我
That's not very nice. Echo was stunned. You're talking. Of course I'm not. I'm an egg. But I am thinking, thought the egg.
所以他到底是
Echo
讲还是没
realized
讲？
that thanks to the egg, he wasn't alone. And despite its weight in his arms, that made him feel lighter.
可以缩放。
1,000 echoes resounded in the boy's ears. The temple is immense, he thought. And we need to get to the end of it, added the egg. Something important had just opened, but Echo couldn't reach it.
那怎么办？
These things, they seem to live here,
抱歉。
taking advantage of the temple's abandoned state.
可以把它们消灭。哇！哦，哎，不能拉。
These hunting weapons were actually war weapons.
哎，啊，不行了，自己可以拉，为什么需要拉？哎，啊，好多次。 虐杀小生物。
Something was moving down below. It sounded like a nest. A nest of small, dirty things.
老鼠？哎，没用。啊，他又把蛋
The
摔
lever to
了。
open it had to be somewhere
那
here.
蛋长出裂缝哎，他在做什么？太危险。哦，他的脚被夹到。哦，放上去。啊！我还想说拿那个去打打看那
These
些
things came from the
生物的
nest.
巢穴。
They flew away from Echo like shadows in front of the sun, so he named them Shadows.
真会取名。分手。哎呦，它在动了。没有。怎么？等一下，他为什么要去拿蛋？走开，走开，走开！想干嘛？哎，所以蛋不能被那些小生物碰到。
The shadows would quickly come back for the egg. It was shining in their world of darkness.
他们不是怕光。哎，那我要怎么办？
These shadows were relentless, but not very solid.
哦，这边有小石头，来把你们一举消灭。哎，啊，哦有。哎，他们怕石头。想干嘛？走开！离蛋远一点。啊，他们好难打哎，可是我也不知道我上去要干嘛。哎，啊，这里有壁画。
They were the monks of the temple, said the egg. They praised the light of Isa.
趋光性。啊，对，我要自己
The
闯过
egg
去
was。again going to have to stay behind the grating, and the shadows knew it.
我怎么办？我只能去啊。过去。
The shadows were attracted by the egg. Maybe were they hungry?
啊，被拿走了。喂，你们这群家伙，他们想吃蛇蛋，原来如此。把你们给消灭。嘿，还有新的爬上来不行，真的赶快。来了又来了又来了。
disappeared, but the shadows were coming for the ALYR. Could someone please throw something at them?
有，我在丢，不要吵。不是你下来拿蛋，快！哇，走。就这样。哇！
The trackers who had killed the serpent god, were they still here, raiding the temple?
枪举好多。
That symbol on the ground. Echo had already passed one like it, outside, in the sacred lands. In the fresco, villagers were looking fearfully at a dark figure dominating them. A dark god, said the ALYR.
黑暗之城在发光。啊，是这个。
A golden symbol was crowning the dark head of the fresco. This was the symbol of hope. I, Egg, and the child had just revealed another mystery of the Temple of Isa.
什么秘密？哎，等一下，这是什么？啊？哦，又是这个陷阱。哎，等一下，这是什么？哎，过来。哎，过去。哦，是那个。 有了，蛋，给蛋浇水。这边还有壁画。
The egg told Echo, "These frescoes tell of the coming of a leader whose voice was as strong as 100 bells. This was the beginning of your valley's decline."
他只戴着假面呢，他有想到假面骑士，不是，没有。
The raiders had thrown their spears at one particular wall.
院墙。
Echo recognized the sound of the shadow's steps. "Don't let them take me," said the ALYR. "It would be the end of everything."
你是说就是会那个游戏结束？所以我要怎么办？我可以把蛋藏在这里面吗？哦。不能把蛋藏在这里面。对，应该可以。不行。不能
Be
拉。
very careful, I prayed at that moment, far from there, sensing the shadows gathering around my child.
不行哎，这要怎么办？去过去那边看看。壁画。
These frescoes show the death of my brothers, said the Enkalal. This has happened before. It will happen again.
都一样啊。哦，好大一个。刮刮乐游戏。
These frescoes show the dark god's feast, said the Enkalal. His appetite is infinite. He can devour the world.
四处看看。起来。哦，有。是他。是空的。啊，原来如此。他说他的兄弟死亡的过程是这边的，不是另外一边。耶，但被打破。可是我刚才拿毛丢，它没有破掉。哎，出来！这家伙。啊，这家伙。出来！啊！不对，这样就好了。哦，树里面的蛋。然后呢？刚才那只在哪里？在这里。赶快过来。然后换视角到这边。对。哦，有了。等一下，啊，不对。也是应该会被它搬走。哪里？要被搬走。
I felt a bit lonely with these shadows around, said the egg when Echo came back to pick it up. So thank you for coming back.
好多毛。
There's nobody here? Asked Echo. The monks abandoned the temple after a great misfortune, replied the egg. Then the valley's inhabitants forgot it ever existed.
然后呢？哦，这里。
A door had just opened on a now familiar stone face.
这次这边就没有那个奇怪的声音。提到罐子。 手放进去。
Far above Echo, a flagstone had just slid open.
哦，这个正常，没有那个绳子手的话，到底要怎么开？不，我要怎么过来这里？我怎么过来这里？先把蛋捡回来。哦，有壁画。
The Amlak Ebab, my father, sadly thought the Enkalal. His golden seal will show us the way.
Golden seal. 哦，原来如此。
Something was coming up from the deep. Hidden steps.
Hidden steps. 哎，只有一个，所以说还有其他的要丢。好，好。嘿，哦，这里，对啊。然后还有哪里？这边也有。有了有了。
Another set of stairs presented itself to the pilgrim.
剩最后一个。可以过来。啊，不是。过来。啊，不对，要拿蛋。哦，诶，怎么走过来？他为什么走不过来？对，诶，还有这不是脚。没什么东西。哦，哎，这边还有一个。说哦，难怪他过不去，还有一个没弄到了。
You speak well for an egg, suddenly realized Echo.
蛋会说话。
Aren't you supposed to be a baby? It's because I'm filled with wisdom, said the egg, adding, You're the baby.
You're the baby.
Inspired by the Enkalal, my son was
激励
moving
吗？
forward, carrying in his arms the future of the world, walking away from childhood. Far from there, his mother was wiping her tears.
哇，出门都不跟妈妈讲一下，真的是。哦，不对，他有讲，只是他没回答。
These stairs show the way of Kaf, said the Enkalal.
Kaf.
The thread leads the pilgrim to the sky, but it's a thread scattered with knots. This fresco, it seemed to announce something terrible, and yet the order of the skulls seemed to have a meaning.
好多鸟巢。哦，
The 3 wheels represented cycles.
哦，原
The
来如此。
pilgrim had to align them in the right order to pass.
懂。看一下，这是什么？很难操控，很难操控。
I was confused. The lock was tangling the thread of my story.
哦，原来如此。等一下是什么颜色？红色。先拿下。OK， 然后在这个绿色，该不会这个神是不好的神？刚才那个假面的神应该是不好的神，应该是那个，哦是绿色不是红色，哎过头了。蛇神应该是好的神吧？The
knot in the thread came undone. I watched my son resume his story.
哦，
I remembered. Echo's birth had changed my vision of the world.
星
He
星慈
incarnated the
善，
kindness of
好
the
像什么
stars.
慈善基金
He inspired me.
星星慈善基金会。
Here was the prison.
Yeah.
The monks had dedicated their lives to protecting the temple. To punish those who threatened it was part of their mission.
感觉好
Who
危
does
险，
that breath belong to? Asked Echo.
很明
To a
显是他吧？
sleeper who must remain asleep, replied the egg.
啊，又是那个虫。在
Oh,
对面，
Echo, how
这不
many
太对
times
吧？
had I told you to always be careful?
这怎么办？等一下，放回去，放回去，不对，这样怎么办？还真的蛮像。这没问题吗？我离开没问题吗？
The man was trying to grasp the inquiry, as if he had just dreamt of it. He was about to seize it. I had to act quickly.
我要怎么过去那边的视角？快！怎么那么多个？哇！不对，不对！这是要怎么？我好慌。完了！他干嘛？他吃掉？哦，他的下巴好大。完了。重来了。
Here was the prison.
这
The monks had dedicated their lives to protecting the temple. To punish those who threatened it was part of their mission. Who does that breath belong to? Asked Echo. To a sleeper who must remain asleep, replied the egg.
This 真正的老鼠。 是那个小黑生物，真正的老鼠。是我没有叫你过去。哎，不对啊，一放上去就会开始，我要怎么办啊？不能先把它杀死吗？什么？没有。哎。好难哦。是这个吗？对啊。好难。这要怎么办？啊，也只能放了。
That I told you to always be careful.
卡住了。躲开！
The man was trying to grasp the envelope as if he had just dreamt of it. He was about to seize it. I had to act quickly.
哦，有了！快！为什么？哎，我这次明明比上次快超多，为什么还是被吃掉？太过分了！哎，哇！还是我有什么办法要来预防它来？
The monks had dedicated their lives to protecting the temple. To punish those
我
who
应该要
threatened
拉
it
某一个
was
让
part
他
of
那
their
个
mission.
上去。
Who does that breath belong to? Asked Echo.
好难。
To a sleeper who must remain asleep, replied the egg.
太难了，快还要更快，是快的问题吗？感觉速度差不多啊。
Oh, Echo, how many times had I told you to always be careful?
哎，吃什么吃啊？吃也不会让你变聪明，莫名其妙。对，肯定是有办法，一定是要先把它阻止，才能再把它弄下去。
To punish those who threatened it was part of their mission. Who does that breath belong to? Asked Echo. To a sleeper who must remain asleep, replied the egg. Oh, Echo, how many times had I told you to always be careful?
The
man was trying to grasp the envelope as if he had just dreamt of it. He was about to seize it. I had to act quickly.
这个。 是实现，所以那颗是聪明蛋。哎，不是，它没有要拉，所以我真的是要把它拉起来。啊，对，我又要把它吃掉了。它的下巴都脱臼了，它没有把它吃掉。哎，哎。等一下，我要猜一下，这到底是要怎么办
Here was the prison. The monks had dedicated their lives to protecting the temple. To punish those who threatened it was part of their mission. Who does that breath belong to? Asked Echo. To a sleeper who must remain asleep, replied the egg.
已经很快了吧？我觉得，至少比刚才还快啊。
Oh, Echo, how many times had I told you to always be careful?
我这家伙。
Quickly.
你看，对啊，为什么？初见啊，牛郎星，哎，牛郎星，安安，哎，这个不行啊，被他吃掉了。
Here was the prison. The monks had dedicated their lives to protecting the temple. To punish those who threatened it was part of their mission. Who does that breath belong to?
一定是我在这边的时候，他就把它吃掉。
To a sleeper who must remain asleep, replied the egg.
等一下，快嘛，然后。
How many times had I told you to always be careful? 你给我降下身子。好，然后，好。 The man was trying to grasp the club, as if he had just dreamt of it. He was about to seize it. I had to act quickly.
来看其他的。不对啊，没有啊，他要抓到，可是他抓不到。一定是有什么办法可以把真的是要快一点吗？我觉得已经很快了，说，Echo， 你能不能跑快一点？
Here was the prison. The monks had dedicated their lives.
太奇怪了。那个监狱。哎，太奇怪了。
Had dedicated their lives to protecting the temple. To punish those who threatened it was part of their mission. Who does that breath belong to?
总之，我再试一次。超级快
To a sleeper who must remain asleep, replied the egg.
打开了之后马上。
Oh, times that I told you to always be careful? As if he had just dreamt of it. He was about to seize it. I had to act quickly.
你看，他一定会在我爬上来的时候拿走。太不合理了！吃什么蛋？你这啊，我来，这不合理啊！
Here was the prison. The monks had dedicated their lives to protecting the temple. To punish those who threatened it was part of their mission.
我有什么办
Who
法
does
可以
that breath belong to? Asked Echo. To a sleeper who must remain asleep, replied the egg.
为什么他要把这个监狱放在离他那么近的地方？应该是这一条吧？为什么？为什么？我能用这个去阻挡他吗？不行，我动不了。能把笼子升上去？对，我就在想，应该是要把笼子升上去，可是找不到方法。刚才拉了好几条，每一条都不是啊。那到底哪一条才是？太残忍了。太残忍了。
Oh, Echo. How many times had I told you to always be careful?
这个是没有说。是那一条吗？啊，有了！哎，这样不是更危险吗？
This unexpected consequence had just saved the ALYR.
等一下，哎，绳子被他回
ALYR
去了
said。to the child, "We need to go quickly. The bell ringer is going to wake up, and he is here for me. He's the one who killed my father, the serpent god."
哎，等一下，哎，等一下，哎，等一下，我刚才是啊，要放回去。你在睡觉。放回去之后，对，哎，等一下，不对，不对，蛋在哪？你们这群小家伙，别闹！先把蛋放回去之后，哎呦！然后再去把手伸进去，然后再拉门，然后再把蛋运过去，会有个麻烦的。
Echo had never heard of such evil. He and the egg were now running away from a common adversary. For the first time, a threat was hanging over Echo's life. On him depended the egg's future. On them both depended everything.
Wait. 我在这就过来。
Feeling the child's distress, the Enkelal said, "Your mother may seem far away, but she loves you, and she's proud of you. Our journey is vital. You must keep your courage."
这一路上就这样而已。啊！响铃人，解铃还须系铃人。
A starry sky. My son was sleeping. The stars were keeping watch over him.
要连连看了吗？好多。
I got to work, trying not to disturb his dream.
下一个是哪一个？数字，这样自己猜。这会不会太沉重？全世界希望。找到一半，是这里。生物。
He was dreaming of a doe. It was his favorite animal. Mine too.
连连看，对啊。全世界的希望。
Echo was sleeping.
Oh.
And I was only realizing it now. I had created this story to be by his side again. But every story has an end. And that end would take him away from me again. He was sleeping the sleep of a child who dreams he's dreaming.
他被我打昏了。
Echo was sleeping like a stone.
他被我打昏了。不会吧？起床了。他不理我，没打中。Echo 死了。
A sleep that forgets everything, that cancels everything. The truth was that I no longer had a hold on him.
真的假的？他真的掰了？真的假的？起床。哎，怎么讲？
In our valleys, does were maternal divinities. As mothers, we could help each other.
这个不能动。哎，这个啊，我现在是要想办法叫醒他。我想用这个过去让他叫醒，可是看起来不行。哎，这是。 这是什么？没有。这是什么？哦。
This gong would never ring out to call the monks again.
他也醒不了。这被关起来。没有。不行，什么东西在动？什么东西？哦，他要吵，睡到连石头都丢不行，有趣。连瓶子都砸不行，大概是被我打昏了吧？
Echo didn't care for the egg.
啊，他不在乎他。
He didn't care for anything anymore. I needed to wake him up somehow.
失去希望。对人生失去希望。起床了，当当当当当。喂，好。哎，等等，这里
Echo was part of
我
this
没注意
world,
到。
so an element of this world had to wake him up.
我可以跟你一起聊天吗？可以啊。什么？你们要聊什么？是想要跟我聊？哦哦，哎，你很难拉哦。哦，这边的就敲得醒。嘿，来吧。
Echo woke up.
终于醒来。
Once again far from his bed and his mother, but a bit older too.
哇！然后呢？再往前就好。往前，哦。我们可以聊一下，喜欢喝什么手摇？我明天要去领边缘人饮料了，可是我还没决定我要领什么。
Echo was astounded by the size of the temple. Built by the architects of the era of Abat, our father's fathers, Isa had indeed no equal. But its wonders didn't only attract pilgrims.
顶是绿色的，感觉好突兀。什么东西？ 哦，这边明天还要去信义。好，等，你先下来。对啊，可是它离开之后，那个就会掉下来，所以这要怎么办？应该要找个东西把它压住。什么东西？可以，还以为它会掉下来。
Echo had never felt the floor rise like this under his feet. Am I flying? He thought. Little man, you'll fly the day eggs can
圣蛇蛋
talk,
说
said the egg.
明天可是要命的礼拜哦。为什么是要命的？现在人会很多吗？嗯，不过我也不知道是。哎，要上去！哎，这是。啊，那我换个视角。哦，这个是。
The temple was like a gigantic clockwork, which came back to life with each activated mechanism.
酷！国三街骑士比赛，街骑士啊！我要换视角。嗯。
I'm not afraid of the void, thought Echo, trying to get a grip on the egg with trembling hands.
国三街骑士。哎啊，没丢中。哎，下。哎，有了。
Had such a young child ever climbed so high?
Hmm? 石头呢？哎，没有。哦，在这里。石头嘞？石头嘞？那这个也可以。 OK， 可以的样子啊，主要是后面的。
No child has ever climbed so high, said the Enkalal.
他们怎么知道
The stars are watching you climbing up to them. Echo was discovering he had vertigo. The Enkalal, which wanted to reassure him, said not without pride, "By rising up, you're getting closer to the kingdom of my father. This is a great privilege." "I'm honored," replied Echo. "Can we go down now?"
他真的哦，他是惧高症。哪里可以换视角？哦。 哦，这3个人应该能在2点前用完。锅上还有就是一些门片和抽屉与内锅要处理。这什么工作？下来。为什么我转错边了？我转错边了。OK， 上来。哦，那这样蛋会掉下去，很危险的。哎，蛋上面有裂痕。系统会简单点的木
We're
工。
still climbing up,
系统
thought
该
Echo.
如此。
Just think about the valley. Beautiful and all flat, said Echo to himself. Think about the grass, the earth, and, oh, Mommy's cake.
Cake。应该够高了吧？差一点点。哦。耶，太不错。这个离开之后不会醒起来啊？会了，那怎么办？然后晚安了哦，晚安。不行啊！这哦哦，原来如此。现在他们站在这边，然后把这拉过去。啊，好重！简单。
Why doesn't the temple let you through if you're so important? Echo asked the egg. Because I'm not supposed to go in. I'm supposed to be its jewel. A bit pretentious, thought Echo.
他现在才这么觉得。哦，天哪，好多字。
Echo was feeling lost. He had thought too much about the home he had left, about his mother. Hadn't she tried to warn him? To tell him not to go too far away from home?
对啊，我跟你讲过，真的是呢。好远。知道怎么办？筒子压可以，筒子不会破掉。好，可以。这个大。不知道这样能不能挡住那群可恶家伙。
The shadows were stubborn. It would only take one distraction for them to steal the ALYR, and with it, our valley's future.
Hey. 他怎么过去？在干嘛？那不是你能一直过去？一只应该还好，它搬不动。他怎么过去？在看什么？
My memory was getting confused. Had my son ever been afraid of heights? Or had I given it to him because I just wanted to be there for him?
哇！ Come here. Come here. 先过去把手放进。
The egg had been stolen. Quick! There was still time for Echo to recover it. Phew. Without Echo, the ALYR was but an egg, ready to be gulped down. And without the ALYR, Echo would never leave this temple.
OK， 快点回来！在犹豫什么？在犹豫什么？ 真的是。这个是，我们不懂。他想干嘛？ 这个石头，对，不是你啊，真的，然后呢， 然后要去哪里？哎，然后对，回来，蛋，在这里。
All this emptiness. It could hold my village and more, said Echo. This void is much full. This tube was the exact same size as the egg. A coincidence?
是。觉得放上去之后不要变进去。哦，他跌倒了。这个要怎么办？这个，哦，在这里。OK， 吃下去。
Echo listened carefully to follow the egg's route, but he lost its trace.
绝对是在这里。
Where had it gone?
哎喂，啊，不会破掉吗？What？ 这个蛋很调皮哦。
Echo was in a hurry. He really didn't want to meet the bell ringer again. ，That sound. More tubes. More and more tubes. Did they really exist only to make an egg travel? Delicately carried by the temple, the egg had been spit out, safe and sound.
Safe and sound. 我怎么过去啊？在这里。OK， 然后这是壁画。好难摸，太大张了。
A fresco from the time when the villagers were bringing offerings to my father, said the egg. Long before they forgot the existence of the temple.
哎呦，我要怎么过去？哦，这边有。对。好，然后过来拿这个塔。是要把它运到哪里？下面。
A metallic sound. Something had just opened.
哦，它可以下去。哦。
That was weird, thought Echo when he came out. Actually, this was the weirdest temple he had ever visited.
我把它丢到绿色里面，它才可以下来。
Echo could be proud of himself. The egg was safe and sound. Yet a tad queasy, said the shaken egg.
不过有点想吐。老鼠，老鼠不会死。蛇给了那个人蛋。
You're not dead, Echo said, delighted to find the egg. Of course not, said the egg. I'm not even born.
Hmm? 这个又要怎么办？哦，这边有箱子，坚固的箱子。OK。离开这里。哦。然后呢？要把那放下来，用这个。左边。到底不是。
It all went well, but Echo was still thinking that all these tubes were not very healthy for an egg.
的确不太适合。转动。OK。下一关。这个神殿也太大了。所以他现在换了个方式运送单，是这样吗？看来是。
The monks mastered the operating of these tubes, but Echo could only observe and think.
先过来。
This big door you're about to see, said the Enkelal. Behind it is the incubator, one of the temple's most sacred rooms.
绿色。哦，原来如此。那我要什么？哦，绿色、黄色、红色，转，白色，哎呦，好远。啊，白色在这里，对。我把它丢到哪里才对？黄色、红色。不对啊。 他说这是壁画。哦，这个。哎，应该是一个。哎，没拿到蛋，在干嘛？然后再过来放。这应该就可以。
The ALYR passed the last mechanism.
最后一个。
The door was waiting for Echo, alone and worried. But this story was running its own course, and I couldn't do anything for him.
哇！
The boy was terrified. The bell ringer lifted his head towards him.
Yeah.
A child. Maybe this will fill the emptiness in me.
What?
But there was even more appetizing. A young, fresh ALYR, full of wonders from the sky.
No. 哎，这要怎么办？
Soon the bell ringer would grab the ALYR. Soon he would devour it, and everything would be lost. The bell ringer fell to his death. He was strong, but his hunger had made him stupid.
好，我要赶快来拿这个蛋。
How do you feel? Asked Echo.
好多只。
Like a meal, said the egg.
这个好像是一顿美味大餐。
I killed a monster, who was maybe a man, Echo said sadly.
不，他才不是。然后呢？变成了这。 先站到这上面，进来，先站到这上面看看发生什么事。哦，又是那个，这应该是要转成，让我转，白色，放上去。 每次看别人在玩节目，都不知道在干嘛。
Issa opened another of its gates.
哦，
Despite how valuable the ALYR was, it too had to merit access to the heart of the temple.
人群们拿着蛋。 那就下去吧。不是你走楼梯啊，小谢先生。是不是我太笨？也有可能玩的时候跟观看的时候不一样吧？不知道。因为如果是在玩的话，就知道自己现在在做这个动作是为了什么。
Where was the egg?
然后如果是看，应该就
Did this mountain have an end? Would he ever see his mother in his village again? Uncertainty was part of Echo's new life. A life I was writing for him.
所以这到底是什么？什么故事？哎，看他，对不起，不然。没有掉。哦，出来了。
The bell ringing. He had followed the egg. Echo had to hurry, but I was able to win him some time.
什么？我可以做什么？我可以做什么？
Despite his hunger, the monster was luckily able to still feel pain.
哦，太好了。
You could have run away from the monster, but you came, said the egg.
Okay.
There's indeed a pilgrim in you.
是一位真正的朝圣者。这已经不止朝圣了吧？让我想到，好像有一个教，是不是什么在西藏那边的？
Echo had never known
还是什
such
么
an adversary.
他们会去
He had
朝
never known
圣，
what
然
it
后
is
呢，
to run
好
away.
像每走几步就要跪下来拜一次，那感觉超累的。感觉那个教的人都会很那个。
Why have I led you so far? Too far.
Too far， 那你自己也要编这故事。哦
Oh, no, no, no.
No,
I've lost the thread of my tail. I wanted to find you again. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Do you hear, Echo?
哎，哎，啊！
Oh, no, no, no! I dropped you. And as you were falling down, it became clear, terribly clear, that the day when you left home,
哦，
the shadow you were running away from, it was me.
哎，我吃了。哎，所以是啊，那个小孩的妈妈，那个弄丢了那个小孩，然后那个小孩他就开始编这个故事，说这个小孩应该是遇到这
Dear
些事情。
stars, I beg you, tell me he's all right. If he's dreaming, does it mean he's not dead?
是这种感觉吗？
I connected each star to its sister,
真心
as if they were his last bond to life. A mother and her son.
哦，
Oh, Echo, I miss you
他
too.
很小，
Let me give you life again.
他要再把它生出来一次。啊，不对，应该是说在那个游戏里面，故事里面。
Echo, you left because the world of stories where I wanted to keep you safe was too narrow. I thought this would be
Wow.
enough.
他
That
这样
I
绝对
would
死
be
掉吧？
enough.
2个柱子砸在他头上。我的天啊！这位妈妈，不要这样好吗？
The ALYR reappeared. Kid, wake up. Hey, I'm here floating like a stupid egg. Wake up, Echo. Echo did not wake up.
你现在真的感觉好痛。
So you left.
他离开了。
But you wanted to see the world, to touch it, to smell the perfume. No. His hand was already cold. His body, a rag doll.
对啊，这样绝对死的嘛！就说了，他该不会想要用水冲它吧？这里是不是跑出水啊？没有。鸡蛋不是鸡蛋，蛇蛋跑走了。这个是你啊！先把它砸破。是响铃人。我把这拉过来压，它应该就会出现。是那个旋转。哦，真的有水。
Echo, I brought you back. I'm so sorry, my boy, my big boy. We have to keep going.
他还活着，他生命好坚强。哇哦，太神奇了。然后这样就会换成另外一个水龙头在流水。这个应该是那个原本是这边在流水，然后用这个，然后它才会跑到另外一边。
The egg, where is it?
Where is it?
The egg had already chased death away from Echo's head. He had to find it.
死亡的念头。
Echo was slowly snapping out of it. But where on earth had the egg gone?
就跟着水流走了吗？手在这，这先踩上来。是这个。是瓶子，它的下巴到底怎么构造？我在转。
There you are, shouted Echo. But the egg floated like an unmanned ship. There was no light. Are you sulking? asked the child. Nothing. Even Echo didn't sulk that silently.
糟糕！ 不是糟糕了。我下得去吗？下不去。哎，这边感觉有什么东西？我可以换个视角。哇，有了。青蛙哎，是青蛙吧？这根柱子啊，压在青蛙那身上也不会有事。什么概念？我应该回去刚才的地方。去刚才的地方？不是啊，我要找个方法让这座桥降下来。啊，这里，可是它不够重。我要怎么办？过来，不行了。需要一个东西帮它压住。这些沙包不行吗？不行。这个桶子，可是易碎的桶子，所以应该不是这个。我还是试试看。过来，过来了。它没办法掉下来，它掉下来啊！它碎掉了。哇！我需要有那颗蛋，先回去好了。这个是，这个是，回不去，回不去。那，我怎么办？要怎么办呢？是，我要放蛋走。啊！放蛋走之后，它会动到这个齿轮，然后这齿轮滚动之后，这个就下来，会吗？不会吧？所以到底是啊？还是说，这个滚动之后瞧一下，不会。
The ALYR was letting itself be carried by the current, impassive.
啊，对，它真的是动到了之后瞧就一下。再把这个拉过来，压住那个按钮。可以过了，哪里来着？哪里？往那边。青蛙。
The Ankalal was harmed, cracked, so Echo was running.
快要生出来
He
了
was running for our village, for everything that was hiding in this
但是快要
sacred
变料
shell,
理了。
and because that egg had become his friend.
嗯，哦，把它顶住。啊，是那个什么灵人，原来他背上的那个是灵哦。我还想说那一坨白白是什么？哇，青蛙有鳃耶，不是鳃，那叫什么？好，不知道。那这个要怎么打开？啊，这边还有一个。哦，打开了，啊，真的快要裂开了，完全。然后呢？再让它继续流动。
The Ankalal, on his side, believed the child dead. His shell was taking on stinking water.
所以他就在旁边。
He, the son of a god, was discovering that he wasn't immortal. It was a lot to take in.
不要放弃希望啊！不要放弃治疗啊！始终歪掉。哎，啊！然后呢？
So the Ankalal had decided to become an egg again. Round, mute, floating, without even seeing that Echo was struggling to get it out of there.
哎，啊！现在再把手伸进去。 就是所谓的那个吗？就算别人想要救他，他们自己没有想要救自己，就已经就没救了。概念。
In earlier times, Echo had loved embroidering his own stories from the frescoes I was weaving.
嗯，是说之前这边的水还很清澈的意思。哦，有什么动物呢？ 知道怎么办？这边有着转。哦，原来如此。然后过来之后，它就会转动某个地方，桥就会出来。它这样掉下去没事。
In his stories, my son was redesigning the legends to his own size. He imagined himself as a god, animal, even sometimes a plant. Whatever shape he took in the stories he invented, Echo didn't need me to hold his hand.
让我想到小时候看的一个故事，是一个小男孩，等一下，是出生就会讲话，也是一个就是有点类似这种风格什么的绘本，是绘本，不太记得。多转，我应该就会开了。让我转。
In his stories, Echo imagined he was saving our village, our world. He was saving his mother, who was so afraid of everything. You know, said Echo to the silent egg, I loved inventing stories. They were stories about places where my mother did not want me to go. Villages, towns, elsewhere. My mother, said Echo to the egg, she wove tapestries to help people pray, but people didn't have time to look at them. And she used to say that the valley started to die from that moment on.
Oh. 什么东西？刚才有什么东西？一样是鱼的图。刚才是哪里掉了链子下来？哦，这里。哦。为什么它往旁边有？对啊。对啊。不要往这边。来到这里，再开下一个锁链，然后再拉门，哇，麻烦啊！不对，这个不对。应该要先去对面，再回来。
My mother, said Echo to the silent egg.
它有2层吗？
She used to think that the world outside the village was even blinder than me, that it had forgotten its origins, that it was dangerous. Is that true?
虽然没有必要拉回，然后再去对面，打开后面那层。好繁复哦。看视角，然后还要帮他把那个，不是这一边，是下面，帮他把那些木头给弄掉。这是最后一个，打开最后一个门之后，它就会又在滚动那个，然后就又会有路了吧
Yes, Echo, the world is dangerous. It's the world of the bell ringer. The world that killed the serpent god and made a blind child the last hope of his people.
对啊，好残忍。
Where are you again? Echo shouted into the void. You may be pretentious and annoying and heavy, but don't count on me leaving you here.
Yeah. 先把那擦掉。哎，对，哎，不是，红色的老鼠。那是什么？士兵们要去打那些手叫什么手无什么之力的人的意思。哦，我把它打开了。哦，砸。然后就可以要打开那个栅栏，让蛋流出来。哎，动了。来看一下壁画。哎
There you are, said Echo, relieved.
哦，
Still silent? I don't know what's going on with you, but playing the egg is not a solution. Even for a big egg. And you're much more than that. 哦，这边可以坐船。呀， The egg was getting away, and my son had never liked water. I let myself sail alongside my hero. This story had never had but one captain, and he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore.
他
A
搁
blind
浅。
pilgrim, a cracked egg, a weaver whose story was making up its own rules. Strange things had been stranded on this beach, but the storm was over.
动不了啊，他自己有快要结束的感觉。
a star of pure light. Light was Issa's hidden sap. Its rays activated its most ancient mechanisms.
哦，这边的瓶子看起来比较高级。那么刚好就有一个小洞。他做了什么？哦，有什么差别？先过来拿这个。
Half drowned, the Ankalal just sat there, making tiny bubbles.
You're
in one piece! Echo was so relieved. The Ankalal yawned. Oh, what a The Ankalal said, Echo, you have lit my path with unexpected courage. It is my turn to light yours. Let me give you the light of Issa.
Issa。应该是要再去放手进去，然后它就会浮起来。对，它会转角度，然后就会照到这个镜子，控制光束的方向。
The Ankalal declared, "The child has become a sage. The sage has touched the temple's heart. I receive the light of Issa, and I pass it to you, Echo."
哦，
Like two stars illuminate each other when one of them wavers, Echo and the Ankalal had returned light to the temple. It was their guide and mine, because it had always been the one true thread of my story.
然后放到那边就可以进到下一个地方。对。真的很喜欢这种有小瓶子的游戏。学生感安安，啊，对啊，龙顺来了。为什么？为什么要这样？
Issa's caves, finally, said the Ankalal. But I thought we were going to heaven, said Echo. What goes up always ends up coming down again, replied the egg. Especially a child who's afraid of heights. Ancient voices still resonate in these galleries, said Echo. They were expecting us.
Expecting? 什么意思啊？哦，要到这边，然后弄光，然后原来如此。那我怎么上去？这边下面视角。哦。 我先读完再说。这是什么？啊，响铃人骑着马。老鼠跟着他。啊， 啊，这是刚好。放进去，然后去那边把手伸进去。
From Echo's heart, the temple was collecting the energy that connected him to the egg. A forgotten warmth was traveling through its long sleeping stones.
啊，不对，应该是，过去这边。
In order to activate, the beam needed to reach its goal. A goal perhaps faded by time. I had woven this light of Isa 100 times, praying for it to illuminate my path as a mother and my child's life.
跑得还蛮快的。然后你哪里来着？人在哪里？哦，这是……哦，不对不对，要从这边回去。从那边回去？哦，然后再回去到这里。哎，不对啊。哦，是这里吧？是这里的话，对。哦，出来了。蛋冒出来。
You were a sun in a world of shadows. And a star never shines on only one person. I should have set you free to leave. I should have come with you.没有更好打的角度，有了。没打中。不要过去，你要过来这，然后，等一下。 Your light became even more necessary as the shadows proliferated, outside and in here, ready to steal the source of all life.
我看哦。然后，到这里。啊！这边加好，来得及吧？来得及的。哎，我要怎么回去？这样，你的全家好。中间回去，不要被捧起来了。真的是有够多只。 上下。然后要找个东西把它压住，这里。上来。哎，他跑去哪里？不是，上来这里。干嘛？哎，等一下。哎呦，这很难控制，不要一直跑动画，不需要。有了，这样应该就可以了。是不是上来？阿姨，不要乱跑！上来砸这个而已。不是你，过去。来了，抱着蛋的妈妈，躲藏着。那个什么小灵人，原来如此。确定什么吗？反正就是一个女性。啊，不对，放手上去，好，然后下去。转这个好麻烦，我感觉最近以柔台很少外国人了，外国人没有才比较正常。我觉得很神奇，真的很多。就之前也没有很多啊，就是一次好像大概才一个。看他要照去哪里？这里？不对啊，哪里？他要照哪里？可以杀掉那些小生物吗？不行。这要照哪里？啊，应该是对面吧？不对啊。没有壁画，那箱都没有，是吗？有可能只是没有留言。这个觉得很神奇，意大利人、西班牙人、俄罗斯人，我觉得俄罗斯人超神奇的。应该是游戏的关系吧，感觉外国人很喜欢看游戏实况，我不知道，我乱讲，不知道。他要照去哪里？ 是这个吗？不对啊，找不到。哦，他们好激动。这要怎么办？突然，上面有东西。原来如此。
I wanted to keep you by my side, Echo. Because you were the only light. In truth, Echo, I had lived the world through you. I needed to start living as well.
什么意思啊？然后拿起来，拿起来之后呢，有什么东西变了吗？它照了那个亮光之后，什么感受不到？下面，原来如此。先上去，往下。这个蛋果然破土了。又是那个响铃人。在哪里？头上那些真的是铃耶，倒过来的。然后这被关起来了。这样怎么办？这两个要按上去，是要怎么办？从这边下来之后，先把它搬开了，然后把门打通。
Echo, the bell ringer! Screamed the egg. Echo's heart.
还大叫
Echo, be careful! No, no!
！No！ 他把它接住了。不，
The bell
他
ringer
要被那
said to
个
the Enkalal, "You're the last of your kind. Only you have the power to fill it at last. But if I eat you and my hunger remains, what will I have left?"
对啊，所以别吃了。还是你想要吃了小男孩？我的天哪！这个人太可怕了。打他！没用。打他！没用。糟了。
The bell ringer said, "You two, you have each other. I needed to own everything because I had lost everything. And yet, I lost only one thing, the most precious.
哦，
Take the egg away from me, little
他
one.
醒悟了，
I must
天哪。
exist no more."
坏人醒悟了，我的天哪！安安啊，早日去安安。他，優しい。这样。啊，等一下，你们这群小家伙，不要闹！哪里？ 一下，让我离开，不然那个弹药被吃掉了。不是啊，不是这样，哪里呀？下，先丢。下蛋在哪里？蛋在哪里？啊！原住民小家伙，不要闹！好，我要怎么看到上面？不要乱！快点进门呐！丢你哦！没反应，然后把蛋拿来，差点被吃掉。
The bell ringer's voice trembled.
我的内心空空如也。
I'm empty. Emptiness knows nothing but destruction. Still, I can help you, and for this, I must die.
他想知道什么是光明。
To know the light one last time.
One last time. 哦，这是那个，对，不是这个，先拿起来。先去这边，然后把那个拉起来。刚才为什么没有拉？哦，哪里来的钟声？拉不到。啊，有了，然后就把蛋捡起来，下去。我觉得应该很仔细。啊，他讲他那个文字有注音太妙了，我会觉得很生气。感觉很像那个啦，他应该是想要表现出那种给儿童看的绘本的感觉，就是日题，没办法。这个到底是什么？踩了之后会怎样？什么都没有发生，把之后再说。有没有很像？他说他想要知道光明是什么。来，放回去。然后，哪里来着？这里。所以我要用灯去照它嘛，我说他想要知道光源是什么。
Issa's light killed the bell ringer,
哦，
but saved the one thing that still made him a human being. His soul, his love.
是他，他掉下手，所以我要把这手拿去。
I had fashioned the bell ringer out of fear. The fear of being left alone. Guilty of having lost my only son.
是实际上，他儿子 究竟怎么了？没有人知道。
I'm not afraid anymore, Echo. I've done all I could, but I couldn't do everything. I'm just asking you to forgive me.
这样过去吗？不会掉下来，不会掉下来。可是这边你看这边的字形就没有问题，为什么？所以他一定是故意的。
The night sky is the mother of stars, the rain, the mother of streams, said the Enkalal.
都是水。
Here is the mother tree, pilgrim, Zaf Enat, the childminder of the world. Minder of the world. Since the first monks from the era of Tia, no one has ever come here. 是房子。这个生命之树怎么看起来没什么生命？我要怎么过去对面呢？哦，这里。强迫症治疗游戏。原来如此。 The air was filled with the mother tree's perfume.
哦，是母亲之树。
I recognized the scent of my mother, said the egg. It is the same scent as my mother's, replied Echo. 11 years ago, on the day of his birth, began Echo's true story.
没生命之树。
He was sailing towards this end that I feared so much, but that I owed him. Something had changed. Echo was still a child, yes, but he was feeling more whole.
看到筒子就要摔了。
This was a nice journey, he said with a smile. It's only the beginning, answered the egg.
only the beginning. 我到了。这个究竟是什么？坟墓吗？ 这边这个，不是啊，有些筒子就必须摔没。这个筒子，这个筒子必须摔。感觉有些木头中间都有一个缺口。等一下，等我画个某个壁画。
Your heart is worth 1,000 eyes, Echo, said the Enkalal.
好几个 echo。
The pilgrim must know not to look to be able to see. This door was the last one for the pilgrim. Something was blocking Echo from opening it. And that something was me.
哦，他们想要让故事结束。
You can watch them, but it's when you look away that they grow up suddenly. Since the beginning of this story, I had never lost sight of Echo. But the time had come to trust him.
哎呀，
Children are magic. You can watch them.
是要转那个
It's when you look away that they grow up suddenly.
摇杆。
Since the beginning of this story, I had never lost sight of Echo. But the time had come to trust him. Here lay the immortal soul of Isa, its weak heart forgotten by men. But
所以我要
sometimes
把蛋放到
it
中
takes
间。
so little. It takes a child.
为什么它一直跳？原来是我的滑鼠在那里。放上去啊。噔噔。Go。
The Enkelal said, "When the time comes, a human being remembers their first form and
叫
gives
生命
life back to life."
我还以为是要把生命摧毁，吓死我！在最后面突然来个大逆转，啪嗒，没有。
Fractured by the journey,
哦
the Enkelal's shell finally cracked,
诶，
revealing its truth.
里面什么都没有。
The egg was but an empty envelope the child had filled with hope.
诶，
But where there seems to be only emptiness, if hope isn't where you think it should be, it's possible to bring it there, to encourage it to grow.
这里还有东西要碰吗？哦，
And let magic take its course, because hope knows its place.
诶，
That's its strength. That's the reason why you should trust it. Why I needed to trust it. And then your role is to accept it completely, fully. That hope was born for a good reason,
哇，
and that the end of a story is always an act of love, because it carries the spark of another one.
它变成蛋了。那它怎么会中？
No,
里面竟然是空
it
的。
wasn't just a tale. Echo's true story was that of such a love for life that he wanted to give back what it gave him during his short existence. The crazy desire to see it grow and flower. I left the fresco of my son's legend and departed, feeling under my feet on the bare earth the sensation of his beating heart. That same rhythm of childhood that invited all the people in the land to visit him, reminding them that love is a promise given to the most fragile of things. That one day it will be strong enough to love in return.
哇，哎，感觉好深奥。啊，没了。从8点玩到11点，3个小时。真的感觉是绘本的那种 feel。以一个24块的游戏，蛮好玩的。 结束，结束这个至少不用这个字体吧？好啦。还有什么吗？没有。什么是收集物品？哦，是我收集的那个。
Years had passed. The fertile valley made people happy. One day, the serpent god returned from his long journey to the depths of the sky. The monks bowed to him on their knees as the serpent following an
哦，每个都有那个的故事。我还差好多个。
A long time.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8个。有点想收集，就是啊，音讯语言可以改。哦，只有2个，这是法国吗？还是什么？那这是英国，对吧？那游戏还蛮有趣的，是我不知道，微妙，不知道讲什么感想。所以我还蛮喜欢他的动画。那就这样结束了。刚才有没有讲什么？没有。对，好，那就到这边结束，11点整。然后我看一下，明天鲑鱼9点要开台的样子，是要玩什么来着？看一下，感觉这2天玩的游戏都好励志哦。今天的是一个充满爱与什么的故事。所以我觉得他那个故事是不是就是那个妈妈是一个用编织去编织出那个故事的人，然后他的小孩的确是一个眼睛看不到的小孩，然后有一天他就真的离开了，然后那个妈妈因为太伤心，没有办法接受这个事实，所以他就用那个传说中的故事去替他的小孩编织了一个故事，然后相信他的小孩的确在那个故事里面。然后只是最后有点看不太懂。最后那个是一个墓，就是他给小孩做的一个坟墓吧，然后在后面有树，是种了一棵树吗？还是什么？然后最后他自己也离开了。可能就是那样吧。对，然后刚才讲到一半，礼拜5晚上9点，鲑鱼会玩什么真女神转身5的样子，然后礼拜6我会开制作 Vtuber 的台，然后因为我基本的形状其实都已经做好了，所以就只是要去画它的材质，或者是做一些细部的调整之类的东西。然后我觉得我真的做着很好看的，对，也就那样欸。对，可以期待一下。然后那天就是杂谈台，今天杂谈台就织女星其他人也会来聊天。对，那就这样，拜拜。